is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is Cut to the Chase with me, Chase. We are here in Santa Cruz, California. For some reason, I didn't know there was a boardwalk here, and it's awesome. This is a really cool boardwalk. I went through the haunted castle. It's not very scary, but it's classic in its nature. But anyway, the Marvels. Oh my gosh. Okay, this sand right here, okay, that is like money going through Marvel's hands, Disney's hands, okay? They're pissing money away at this point. That's all it is. How they didn't know that this Marvel's movie was gonna suck when everybody was telling them that it's going to suck is beyond me. Let's look at some of the numbers here. All right, so the US box office opening weekend was $47 million. Absolutely terrible. The only MCU movie that comes close to that, okay? The next like worst opening was The Incredible Hulk, which came out in 2008, I think it was. I think it was 2008. So ticket prices were like half of that back then. And yeah, that was like 55 million. So you adjust that for inflation, you know, it's definitely above whatever that was, 47 million. There's no denying that this is the sequel to Captain Marvel. They may call it The Marvels, but this is the sequel to Captain Marvel, which that movie was sandwiched between two big films, Infinity War and Endgame. It's almost as if it was required homework to watch Captain Marvel in order to understand Endgame, which it wasn't. You could have gone to Endgame just fine not having seen Captain Marvel. You might have wondered who this chick was that shows up in Endgame, but whatever. And I remember at the time, people would try to pass it off like, oh, Captain Marvel made $1 billion. Who says that Brie Larson ain't popular? Who says that this movie ain't good? Now everybody is saying that this movie ain't good. Here's the thing, I don't like Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I'm not gonna say she's a crappy actress, but she's not a good Captain Marvel, like at all. I always thought who would be a good Captain Marvel was that chick from Chuck. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but I thought she would have been an awesome Captain Marvel. What do I know? I don't work there. I don't work there. They probably won't hire me anyway because I'm too much of a fan of comic books. There is no excuse for this. There is no, you cannot blame men, you cannot blame white men. Okay, there's just no excuse for this. When you look at Five Nights at Freddy's, I went and saw it and it was awesome. I actually really liked that movie. And it released same day on streaming and it did like $80 million. There's people out there that are going to watch movies with Barbie. Like I can't remember, there was one stat that said like there were 25% of the audience or something this was their first movie that they went and saw after coming back from COVID. Barbie actually brought people back, literally brought people back that like weren't going to movies anymore. They went for Barbie. This is just disappointing, man. It's really sad to see the state that Marvel is in. And it's getting Bud Lighted. When you see a person drinking Bud Light now, there's a real connotation to that. Whether you want to admit it or not, there's a real connotation to that. That's what's happening with Marvel. It's like, oh, you want to go see a Marvel film? I don't know if I really want to go see that. Maybe not. It's getting a bad rap, and it's terrible. It really is, because Marvel, man, it had a good run. And I still think it can be revived, but you got to start cleaning house. You got to start getting rid of these people. You got to stop with the diversity hiring. You got to stop handing people projects that don't like the comics or don't like the source material. Okay, there's a lot of things that need to be done in order to bring it back. I don't think, like I said in my last video, I don't think there's a superhero fatigue, but there's a lazy writing fatigue. And that's what this is. They leaned on, I don't know, I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on it. I'm not going to see it, I don't plan on it. So is Marvel dead? Is it becoming a dead brand? Which is terrible to say, but it might be. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please go down and like it. If you have not yet already, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace out.